cuties, what's up and welcome back to my Roblox channel. Now before we get going, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and turn on those post notifications. So you know you guys love my Chuck E Cheese videos, so we're back again telling some of the creepiest stories that have ever happened at Chuck E Cheese. Trust me you guys, there is a lot more to Chuck E Cheese than you think. So this first story is about specific paranormal activity that went on in one of the Chuck E Cheese locations. Apparently, a few years ago, there was a little girl about 10 years old and she went to Chuck E Cheese with her mom and dad. Her mom and dad weren't really paying attention to her, so the little girl went off to do her own thing. She said that when she was playing some of the arcade games alone, she heard the Chuck E Cheese animatronics calling out her name. Now, reportedly, the girl actually went up to Chuck E Cheese and started talking to him and having a conversation with him. Her parents clearly noticed and went up to her to see what was going on. Her parents said that it looked like she was having a conversation with someone, but there was nobody else there. The parents said that the little girl kept on saying "why" to Chuck E Cheese, and then she burst out in tears and ran into her parents' arms. The parents were like really confused and asking the little girl what had just happened. She said that Chuck E Cheese was telling her to leave now, and she said she was really confused and kept on asking him why, but she said Chuck E Cheese wasn't telling her why, and her parents were extremely concerned. So obviously they left Chuck E Cheese immediately and have never been back since. Honestly, that story really creeped me out and makes me think that there may be some sort of paranormal activity or spirit inside the Chuck E Cheese animatronics, and they're trying to like communicate to this little girl. Okay, now we all know that sometimes the animatronics at Chuck E Cheese come to life, and here's a story that someone reported of the Chuck E Cheese animatronics actually coming to life. So this girl said that she takes her dog for a walk around 10 p.m. every night. But this night, she wanted to take a different route during her walk, and she came across one of the Chuck E. Cheese facilities. And she said that when she got close to Chuck E. Cheese, her dog ran up to the window and started barking and freaking out like crazy. She even tried to calm her dog down, but he literally wouldn't stop. She decided to take a look through the window and see what he was barking at. And what she saw is probably really gonna freak you out. She literally saw the Chuck E. Cheese animatronics talking to each other. And the second she started looking at them, all of their heads turned towards her and started staring right at her. When they both made eye contact with each other, it was like the animatronics knew they were being caught in the middle of an act. Now, this really freaked the lady out, so she quickly walked home and reported the incident the following day. Obviously, it freaked her out enough to never take the same walking route ever again. And honestly, this one really freaks me out because I've actually been to Chuck E. Cheese like really late at night to look at the animatronics, and if anything like this ever happened to me, I would literally be so scared. I probably wouldn't even go back there again. Okay, so now we've all heard the creepy stories that 5 kids went missing at Chuck E. Cheese, and this all started from a Twitter post. And a few days later, a report came out that a worker actually had died at Chuck E. Cheese. And if it couldn't get any worse, a bunch of parents reported that there were really weird smells coming from the animatronics. Now, this has all been reported on social media. There's no actual proof of this yet. Now, the creepy thing about this is that all the activity is coming from one Chuck E. Cheese location. So hopefully all the other Chuck E. Cheese locations are okay, or they're just really good at hiding things. Now, I'm not 100% sure about this, but since all of these things have started happening at Chuck E. Cheese, I heard that Chuck E. Cheese is thinking of rebranding and turning into a Five Nights at Freddy's restaurant. Maybe they're doing this to get all the negative connotations off of the Chuck E. Cheese brand. Now, when I asked some of the workers there what they thought about these stories, they said they don't think that they're true, but honestly, they don't really know. They think if something like this actually happened, it would be all over the news and not just on social media, which I mean, I actually kind of agree with, but you never know if they're trying to hide the situations, just trying to protect their own brand. So ultimately, the truth is still unresolved, and to this day, people are still trying to figure out this mystery. Okay, now, if I was a kid, said, this next story would really freak me out if I saw this in person. Now, this one is a horror story that one of the workers actually reported themselves. And this is what he said. I was the horror story in this case. I worked at Chuck E. Cheese's, and one day I was asked to go wake up Chuck E. Cheese for a birthday party. This meant I had to go put on the suit and take some pictures and dance. So I go to put on the suit, and I came out to the party, and the kids were so excited to see me. I did my little dance, and the groups of kids wanted a picture with Chuck E. Cheese. But I had a cold, and I wasn't really feeling very well, and the inside of that Chuck E. Cheese suit is super hot. So I actually passed out in the middle of the pictures and dropped to the floor. And when I woke up, all of the kids were crying hysterically and yelling, "Chuck E. Cheese is dead." And my coworkers dragged me by the shoulders into the back room, and I ruined 3 birthday parties that day. Okay, now I'm not even joking. If I saw this as a little kid, if I saw Chuck E. Cheese fall to the floor and look like he was dead, I would honestly start crying too. This would have really freaked me out. I mean, good thing he just fainted and nothing too terrible came about it, other than a few kids' dreams were probably crushed. But overall, I'm glad that this worker was okay and that he recovered. Now, I have a ton of more creepy Chuck E. Cheese stories, and if you guys want to hear them, make sure you like this video. So thank you guys so much for watching, and congratulations to Bins Plus Disposable Solutions for being our post notification winner. If you guys want to be our next post notification winner, all you have to do is turn those post notifications on and comment done when you're done. And always make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and turn those post notifications on so you get an alert every time I upload a new video. And remember guys, always be a unicorn. Bye!